York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by
People's Bank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, PSECU, Kona Ice, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swing and a deep drive to right field. Watch this one go. He fires. Game over. Base hit. It's a fair ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He slides. He's in. Revs won it.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Welcome to game number 5 of Revs Spring Training Baseball. Today, it's our third webcast or broadcast of the spring. One to go tomorrow, but first today, the Revs here in Central Jersey to take on the Somerset Patriots. Darryl Henry with you on a cloudy and somewhat cool afternoon here in Central Jersey as the Revs and Patriots get set to go here shortly. We have reached the week of Atlantic League opening day. Mark Mason and Brett Jody going over the ground rules with the two-man umpiring crew as we hit the web here for today's YouTube cast. And the Revs come in 2-2 through their first 4 spring training games. They have the one today here at Somerset, one tomorrow at Southern Maryland, which will be a 1 p.m. start. We'll have that for you on WOYK on YouTube as well. And for the second straight game, these two teams square off. Yesterday on Easter Sunday, it was just a workout for the Revs on a gorgeous day at People's Bank Park. And the last time they took the field for game action, of course, was Fan Fest on Saturday, which we had for you on radio. And that was their best performance of the spring thus far, at least certainly on the offensive side of things. 16 hits and an 8-3 win. 3-run 5th inning, 4-run 6th inning. A couple of homers in that 3-run 5th from Dent and Sportman. And after pitching ruled the day significantly in the first 3 exhibition games, the offense busting out on Saturday afternoon. It is, like we said, a little bit cooler here today. Temperatures in the mid-60s and some showers in the area, which it is a gray day, as you can see as you watch on YouTube. And we didn't expect rain to be a factor here for today's get-together, but there are some showers in the area. There could still be some over the next few hours. They never did put the tarp on the field. It never rained that hard, just some on and off drizzle, which really started during the Revs batting practice today. They left York at 7:30 a.m. to get here and take their full round of pregame BP. Certainly something that they would not do during the regular season for a 1:30 p.m. start. They would save that for the pregame of night games to get all of that on-field work in. But when you have a condensed 10-day spring training schedule, you have to get all of the on-field work in when you can, and they'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. But they were out here for batting practice beginning here at 11:30 a.m. after the Patriots took their on-field cuts. And Somerset will take the field now with David Kubiak, the tall right-hander, slated to get the ball first. And the Revs will counter today for the second straight game with Dan Miner, who went 1 inning on Saturday. He will go 2 innings today. And one of the guys ticketed for a spot in the Revs rotation. Little by little, they build him up. A lot of this, like Saturday where he went 1 inning, that would be a typical side day if he was targeting a certain start date coming up this weekend when the Revs are home against Long Island. So getting to face some live hitters, building up little by little. But on Saturday, for instance, going just 1 inning, and today he will go 2. And for the Revs today, we'll also see Jonathan DeMarty, Andrew Carber, Francisco Grishevsky, Jeffrey Rosa, Jose Ortega, and Julio Perez. 9 innings of pitching on the Revs side, and actually it is 9 innings of pitching on the Patriots side as well. Sometimes in spring training you play 10, even 11, depending on how much mound work each team needs to get in, but it is a regulation 9 for both clubs here today. Starting lineup for the Revs, brought to you by Flying Feet. It'll be J.P. Sportman in center field leading things off. Alexi Casilla at second base, bats second. Melky Mesa in left field will hit third. Talvin Nash is the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Isaias Tejeda will catch and bat fifth. Wellington Dotel in right field hitting sixth. Nate Coronado at third base, bats seventh. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, hitting eighth. Justin Trapp will DH and bat ninth, and a 10-man lineup with Henry Castillo, the extra hitter, hitting 10th. We're set to go as Kubiak winds, and our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is across for a strike, and we are underway. 1:33 is our official start time today, as J.P. Sportman back in the leadoff spot. And he swings, pops this one up. Shallow center. Massey from second is out. Darby Myers from center will take charge and put it away. So a quick first out. Sportman, who had homered in Saturday's game, now 4 for 15 on the spring. He is led off in 4 of the 5. And they had Trapp leading off on Saturday, but Sportman back in there today. And up next is Alexi. Again for the Revs, it's Sportman, Casilla, Mesa, Nash, Tejeda, Dotel, Coronado, Dent, Trapp, and Castillo. And Kubiak to the plate. It is swung on and missed. Big hack from Alexi, who, watching him during BP today, he loves to move the ball around, slap it the other way, but he was pounding some solid shots to the wall in right center, driving it, pulling it a little bit, as this one is wide. 1 ball, 1 strike. A gray day. Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 64 degrees. And this one misses outside. It is 2-1. Kubiak, an Atlantic League veteran. We had first seen him with Bridgeport, as he fires home, and a swing and a miss. It is 2-2. He's listed at 6'7", 230, but he does not light up the radar gun. A lot of off speed. Little pause on the leg kick, and he misses high and away. Looked like a changeup. We'll see a lot of those. We'll see a big breaking ball. Definitely throws on a downward plane. And Alexi swings and misses. Change up away. Got him to wave at it. And 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. When Kubiak's on, he'll get a lot of ground balls. He came up initially in the Rays system for 1 year, then the Frontier League for 3 seasons, before first coming to the Atlantic League with Bridgeport 3 years ago. Here's Melky now. And he swings and misses. First pitch fastball. Just underway. Next to last spring training contest for the Revs today. And the 0-1. It is swung on and missed. Kept that one down. And with Bridgeport in 2016, he was 7-4, 3.75 ERA. Briefly got picked up by the Yankees during that season and then came back. And then Somerset acquired him that offseason. It'll be his 3rd year here as he paints the outside corner. Strike 3 called. The Revs down in order in the top of the first. Couple strikeouts for Kubiak to begin his afternoon. We've played a half inning. Here from Somerset today, it's the Revs nothing, the Patriots coming up.
Enjoy a delicious donut and support Make-A-Wish at the same time. Join Maple Donuts this Saturday, April 27th from 8 until noon at the St. Charles Way location off South Queen Street. Kids under 12 can decorate and receive a free donut. See a fire truck from the Spry Fire Company, plus face painting too. 50% of the proceeds from sales of every blue frosted donut benefits Make-A-Wish. World Wish Day at Maple Donuts, St. Charles Way, South York, this Saturday from 8 till noon.
Maple Donuts taste right.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing senior home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families with the best possible in-home care services. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, friendly companionship, flexible hourly care, and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488. Or online at visitingangels.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
No score, just underway. Patriots lineup that Dan Miner will face here today. It's brought to you by Flying Feet. Craig Massey at second base will lead things off. Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop, hitting second. Ray Navarro at third base bats third. Ramon Flores in the cleanup spot will play right. Will Kenger at first base hits fifth. Darby Myers, the center fielder, hitting sixth. Michael Ullman will catch and bat seventh. As Miner's first pitch is a strike. Mike Francoso in left field hitting eighth. Justin Pacioli, one of the designated or extra hitters. As this one's fouled away left side. And then Steve Neister is the other DH or EH if you prefer for spring training purposes. So both teams a 10-man order. And Miner a quick jump. Here's the 0-2. And it misses inside, backing Massey up a tad. And Miner, his third outing of the spring, second straight start. And fires. And a changeup down and away. And he gave up an unearned run on Saturday. And in relief on Wednesday of last week in the spring opener, a scoreless inning with a couple of strikeouts. He deals. And it's upstairs, 3-2. A lot of the guys that we'll see today have been those that pitched last Wednesday and then last Friday, alternating games. There's a foul down the left field side. A lot of ladders and cranes around TD Bank Ballpark. They are getting ready. They'll be home on Friday night. They're completely redoing their offices downstairs. Pitch is just high. And Massey, who led the league in on-base percentage last year, works it full and works a walk to start the day. Been a productive day for me. Had a nice stroll over to Target. Twice, actually, since we were here so early. Once for Starbucks, once for lunch. So there you go. Now you know what life is like on the road in spring training. It is as glamorous as it gets. Here's Rodriguez, first pitch swinging, driven to deep right. Dotel is back, over his head, and at one hops the wall. And Massey on his way to third. He'll be held there. Rodriguez is in at second, standing up. Now the first hit of the day, and Somerset an immediate threat. Both teams are in their warm-ups. Their Navy warm-up shirts. I'm confident in my ability to tell you who it is for York. I am less confident in my ability to do that for Somerset, but We'll see how it plays out. Here is Ray Navarro. The Miners first. It is right there for a strike. Navarro, Orioles fans might remember the name. 10 games with Baltimore in 2015. He hit 276 with a home run. I bet Dan Connolly would remember him. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Tough to tell from our angle just what that was. Looked like perhaps a slider from Miner. We're a bit off to the side toward the first base side here at TD Bank. Now the 0-2. And it's off the plate away. Good spot to miss. Navarro last year actually played in 3 games with Sugarland. And the rest of the year at AAA in both the Yankees and Mariners systems. Now the 1-2, breaking ball, he loops it, and it's short. Dent is there, drifting to his right, out onto the grass. He's got it. And a first out for Miner with neither runner in scoring position, able to go anywhere on that. Now 1 down, and Ramon Flores will come up. The Revs, after tomorrow's game at Southern Maryland, will work out on Wednesday after hosting the downtown York Rotary for lunch. Thursday, a workout. First pitch to Flores is outside. And Friday, the moment we've all been waiting for, finally arrives. Flores hitting 280, 4 home runs. Or I should say that's what he hit last year. And as Miner comes back, catches the outside corner to even things up. Miner, who grew up an Astros fan, Texas native. He was drafted by Houston. 4 years in their system. And a breaking ball tumbles low. Tejeda doing the catching, wants to appeal. They say no swing. The short guy umpiring on the bases today. I know we see him quite a bit during the regular season, and for the life of me, I can't remember his name. So he must have made quite the impression. This one fouled back, 2-2. The Revs defense to start off today. And the only bench position player with them, given the 10-man order, is Corey Bass. Carlos Paulino still not here yet. But it's Mesa in left, Sportman in center, Dotel in right. And the infield, Coronado at third, Dent at short, Casilla at second, Nash at first, Tejeda behind the plate. A 2-2, and a breaking ball in the dirt. And Tejeda right on top of it. Flores wouldn't go after it, though. First base is open. And the guy that has perhaps hit the best of any Patriot in camp, from what we're told, Will Kenger, is on deck. No score, first inning. Miner in some immediate trouble, but again, today more about getting ready for the next time out. Payoff pitch. It is fouled back against the netting. We'll do it again. Miner, 5'11", 200-pound righty, born in Austin. Now lives in Dripping Springs, Texas, 28 years old. It's his 7th pro season. He had a year away from the game in 2016, but while coaching kids, it gave him the desire to come back. Another 3-2. Strike 3 called. At the knees, he rung him up. Miner having to work in this first inning, which will also help build the pitch count up a bit. And he made a perfect spot there. Changed speeds well on him in that at bat, and then froze him. They're 2 down, and Kenger the hitter, as Miner as big a trouble as spring training can pose, is trying to work out of some serious trouble, and the first pitch is fanned on. Pulled the string and gets ahead. Kanger over from the Frontier League. He had played for Traverse City the last 3 years. One of the better hitters in that league. The pitch, it is off the plate away. Last year hit .311 with 13 home runs. He had 14 homers and also hit over 300 the year before that. The Traverse City Beach Bums. This year, that stadium is going to host a summer collegiate league team. They're no longer in the Frontier League. Here's a breaking ball, hit on the ground at third. Coronado joggles, picks up, and has to hold it. And a run will score. It'll be a first inning error and an unearned run. It is 1-0 Somerset. Kanger inside out of it and might have had some side spin, some slicing spin. Coronado trying to handle it just outside his left foot. Over to his left with the glove, and it's spun off the heel of his glove. So a run does score, first and third for Darby Myers. But if you're judging Dan Miner today, he made a pitch to get out of that jam unscathed, and he starts off Myers with strike one. Now, Miner will go a second inning today. And then DeMarty for two, everybody else for one. Pitch is swung on, looped, back of second, Alexi out, can't reach it. And it's down for a bloop hit. A second run will score, and Dotel from shallow right guns to third. And Coronado tags out Kanger there. A collision on the slide, and Kanger checking on Coronado to make sure he's all good. A little slow to get up, might have had some dirt up in his face. But the inning is over. Dotel, the outfield assist from shallow right on the money. Not before Somerset scores two unearned, however. 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. We'll go to the second. It's 2-0 Patriots.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Revs Time is back. The family-friendly, affordable fun of professional baseball at Peoples Bank Park returns April 26 for the York Revolution's grand reopening. Opening day, be one of the first 1,000 people at the game for a free Revolution t-shirt presented by the law firm of Dale E. Anstein. Plus, throw out a first pitch with the grand first pitch package, 2 tickets and a Revs baseball for just $30. Saturday, bid on a commemorative game-worn York Monarchs jersey presented by Peoples Bank in an auction to benefit the Goodridge Freedom Center, plus post-game inside the park fireworks. Sunday is Sunday Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets, featuring pre-game autographs and catch on the field, and a post-game Kids Run the Bases. And dogs are welcome every Sunday for Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. That's the Revolution's grand reopening weekend, April 26th through 28th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Start the second. First pitch is inside on Talbot Nash. Pace of play is right on point. He was in the box and ready to go. 2-0 Somerset. And Nash swings and rips one just foul down the line at third. Just a tick early on it. He is actually looking for his first spring hit, but he is about the last guy that you'd be worried about as spring training numbers pertain. I think when the lights go on Friday night, he will naturally be dialed in. It'll be Nash, Tejeda, Dotel here this inning. Couple of unearned for Somerset in the first. Minor pitched well enough to work his way out of that second and third no-out jam. And a fastball missing away. Kubiak's got almost a little double kick, just a little flinch on the leg kick. Holds it, pausing, balancing. Wonder if he's a Troy Tersey fan. There's a swing and a grounder, just foul again, same spot. Just outside the bag at third. Again, Kubiak heading into his third season with Somerset. Pitched well for Bridgeport in 2016. 2017 with the Patriots, just 5-10, but he had a 3.83 ERA. Last year he was in Mexico for much of the year. And a breaking ball here, popped him up. Left side of the infield, it's Navarro from third, drifting left and squeezing. And there's one away. 4 up, 4 down for Kubiak so far today. Last year, made 8 starts in Mexico. Struggled there between Durango and Puebla. 1-4 with an 8.15 ERA. With Somerset in 14 starts, 8-3 with a 3.40. And then he pitched really well in winter ball. First offering, curveball, it is just outside, showing that curve quite a bit more so here in this second inning. Each of the first 2 hitters. Tejeda 5 for 13 this spring. And he fouls it back against the net. He went 3 for 3 with a walk in Saturday's game. Drove in a pair, on base all 4 times. As James Pugliese, our pal, goes to get that foul ball near the backstop. And a breaking ball here, driven in the air, left field. Francoso back on it toward the corner. And he'll stop there and make the grab. So Tejeda with the best hit ball from a Revs batter thus far. But lines out to fairly deep left, and there's 2 down. In winter ball, Kubiak was in Venezuela. He went 4-3 with a 2.53 in 14 outings and 12 starts. He's from Riverhead, New York. Here's Dotel. And it is a called strike to start him. 36th round pick of Tampa Bay in 2011. Kubiak was. That was out of State University, New York at Albany. And as he misses down low. 2-0 Somerset here in the second inning today. And a foul back off the netting. 1-2. Again, Kubiak slated to go 3 innings. Somerset, they have a higher total number of players in their camp. And they do this every year. They play a couple of exhibitions, but they play against themselves quite a bit. As he misses way high, Dotel had to bend back. And they do a lot of 5-inning intra-squad games. 2-2. And a foul back against the screen. Reaching on that slow curve, but hanging in. The Revs this year will play 6 exhibitions, which some years it's 5, some years it's 6. Now a ball low and in, runs it full. You can hear Dotel popping away as he stands in the box. And he tried to check here, pitch inside, appeal to first, and he's rung up. And they say he went around on the ask down to first base. So Kubiak is through 2 perfect innings. And Dotel, a friendly word for his former Bridgeport Bluefish teammate. And as he crosses the line back to the dugout in front of him, we go to the bottom of the second inning. It remains the Patriots 2, the Revs nothing.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
First pitch swinging. Michael Ullman bounces a ground foul down to the third base coach's area. Strike one for Dan Miner. Here in his second inning today and fourth and final inning of the spring so far for him. 3 innings, 3 runs, all unearned. On the pitch, it is swung on and missed. Foul tip into the mitt. Some late cutting action. I think the biggest thing, if you want to look at a concern, here's a ground ball, jammed him, rolled softly to short. Dent will charge, and on the run, he fires a strike. 1 away. Michael Ullman retired. If you're just looking for trouble and you want to pick something, I mean, even if you're 4-0 at this point, you're looking for something to improve. It would be the walks from the pitching staff, and a lot of it has been in relief. A very new staff for Fletch to work with this year, and a very young staff in the bullpen. Here's Mike Francoso, and he takes a strike. But where I'm going with this is the unearned runs for Miner, that the defense really largely has been good. Here's a swing and a deep shot down the line in right field, and it is foul, sailing over the foul pole, and Francoso stops on first base, staring in that direction, processing what just happened. We're on an angle, but he couldn't have been fouled by too much, and he hammered it, and it's strike 2. But at any rate, that's a lot of unearned runs for Miner, but the point is the defense has been pretty good. If there is one thing, it's been walks that they want to clean up. As he misses with a breaking ball, rolls to the screen, 1-2. He figures to be in the rotation to start the year. They haven't unveiled the order just yet. Fires. And it's bounced foul down past the first base coach's box. I'm willing to bet the guys know which game they have first, but it hasn't been announced publicly yet, we should say. As Miner misses low, 2-2. And I would not be surprised to see Mr. Detweiler get the ball on Friday night. James Puglisi, he's doing full-on bat boy duty here. He just brought the next set to home plate. We will not see him today. He did pitch on Saturday in York. Now fastball up and away, 3-2. Francoso heading into his second year with Somerset. He hit .267 last year. Another good small ball player for them. Steals bases, and he smacks this one to second right there. Alexi going to a knee, and he'll throw on to first. Foul and the ground out hit sharply, but Dan Miner with into his first regular season start, but he'll have to make at least one more here. The 1-2, and it's flared foul into the seats down the first base side. Miner last year, one of the top pitchers in the American Association for the Gary South Shore Railcats, then had his contract purchased by Saltillo of the Mexican League in late July. And a called third strike, back with a curveball and froze him. So it is a strong finish to the spring for Dan Miner. The 2 runs in the first today were unearned, as he nearly worked out of a big jam, and he comes back and goes 1-2-3 in the second inning. It's on to the third here this afternoon. Patriots lead it 2-0.
Which is better? Getting the perfect set, the perfect approach, and powering through the ball with the perfect hit? Or reading the hitter, moving to the ball, and making the perfect dig? Flying Feet knows the answer. It all depends on which side of the net you're on.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is Central PA's home court for volleyball, featuring the names that know the game, including Asics and Mizuno. Flying Feet offers volleyball spandex and shorts and the best selection of knee pads around. And Flying Feet is your ankle support connection, featuring Active Ankle, Ultra Ankle, and Zamps, providing engineered precision support. And because volleyball isn't just for the gym, Flying Feet carries a great selection of indoor and outdoor balls and sand socks for working it out on the beach or in the backyard. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
1511 Melrose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on, come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Nate Coronado facing his former teammate with Somerset last year. Swing and a miss to start the third. 2-0 Somerset leads. Kubiak's third and final inning. And here's a rip at third right at Ray Navarro. He catches the line drive hooking toward the line. And that is out number 1. Coronado was 3 for 4 with a double on Saturday. Like we said during that game, I think the biggest thing in the short spring training is start to get your timing, track pitches, and start to get some confidence that you've had at least some success, at least a few hits against your peers heading into the start when all the numbers are on the scoreboard in front of your face. There's Ryan Dent, who looks at a curveball strike. He's homered in back-to-back games. And now breaking ball low. He's 4 for 10 this spring, 2 homers and a double. And he's been solid as always defensively. I think he's about ready to go. Swings here, lines at right center field. Flores coming over, and he's there. Hangs up for him. Hit hard the other way, but a line drive out. And that's really the third line out from a Revs hitter today. 3 of the last 4 hitters have hit line drives But Kubiak has retired all 8. And here's Justin Trapp. He is 2 for 12 this spring. And the first pitch, it is a called strike over at the belt. Jonathan DeMarty getting ready. He's been impressive in camp. He'll be on the mound the next 2 innings. As Trapp reaches and pulls a ground foul over by Chong on the top step of the Revs dugout. 2 quick strikes. Pre-game drizzles have subsided. And here's a line drive up the middle and a base hit. Trapp goes down to get it. And on an 0-2 pitch, a single right back up the middle, and it will not be a perfect outing for Kubiak today. Retired his first 8. Justin Trapp with a base hit against his former teammate. So here's Henry Castillo. On the Revs lineup card in the final spot, Mace wrote down a DH and an EH. Brett Jody, I guess, doesn't have a DH today. He went with 2 EHs. As Castillo watches a strike. Henry is 3 for 13 this spring with a double and an RBI. Switch hitter bats left. And he'll lay off upstairs here. Patriots scheduled to use right-hander Vince Molesky next for 2 innings, and then 4 guys for an inning. Here's a fly ball, right field. Flores will circle under it, and waiting, and puts it away. So 3 scoreless for David Kubiak. Gives up the 2-out single to Trapp, and that's it. Bottom of the 3rd here in Bridgewater. It is Somerset on top, 2-0.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mom and Dad, add your little baseball fan to the York Revolution roster with a Rookie Revs membership presented by People's Bank. Memberships include 6 ticket vouchers, behind-the-scenes tours, an exclusive team autograph session, plus a Rookie Revs backpack and more. All that for just $27. It's kid-sized Revs time. Rookie Revs memberships presented by People's Bank. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds.
Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hip, hip.
Bottom of the 3rd, 2-0 Somerset, as Jonathan DeMarty is on next. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. So for Minor today, 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Finished strong, a 1-2-3 second. And Steve Neister will lead things off for the Patriots against DeMarty. His first offering is at the knees, pounds the mitt of Tejeda for a called strike. DeMarty's been impressive here this spring. Scoreless outing Saturday, gave up a couple singles, but then a fly out and a double play as he misses in the dirt. And the previous outing last Thursday gave up a 2-out double, but otherwise a scoreless inning against Lancaster and struck out 2. Throwing hard. Here's a swing and a miss, fastball. It's a really interesting story. He was in New York State, Gatorade State Player of the Year in high school. Went to University of Richmond. And he was there for 6 years. Here's a swing and a foul off to the first base side. He was an unbelievable student, honors and all of that, but he wasn't there 6 years because he couldn't get enough of class. It was because he had all kinds of arm injuries that he had to overcome. Fires and a check on a high off speed, and he's rung up. He went around. Strikeout for DeMarty to begin his inning. And there's one away. So there were 2 opening days in a row at the end of his college career where he was their starting third baseman. And he was still working his way back to be healthy and strong enough to pitch again. Yeah, here's a swing and a foul tip off Tejeda. Craig Massey, a big rip, and Tejeda got the worst of that. I think glove hand. He's got the glove off and he's checking his fingers. The mask came off, but I think he threw it off. That one jammed a finger, perhaps. Plate ump gives him a little time. Massey a walk and a run scored in the first inning. And this one fouled away down the left field side. So DeMarty, it's only his 3rd pro season. And if he can stay healthy and still a young guy, he could develop coming through the Frontier League the last 2 years, now the Atlantic League, and he could still propel himself forward. And as he misses down low, Fletch using him for 2 innings today. He said he needs to get to know what he has with all of these new guys and young guys in the bullpen. There's a breaking ball down and in. The one thing that has stuck in his craw a bit is the walks, like we said earlier. And DeMarty has not been in that boat, but there are some others that he wants to see him pound the zone. Here's a swing and a foul tip, scraped backward. And Fletch mentioned another thing earlier today, talking around the batting cage. It's different this year. If a guy's struggling, he can't go out there and make a visit. With the new rules that are in play, there's a changeup down and in, 3-2. We talked about the case of Francisco Grishevsky on Friday in Lancaster, and he will be one of the guys that we'll see today. There's a fastball high, and that's ball 4. So 1 out base runner. Massey has walked for the 2nd time in as many trips to the plate. But Grishevsky with his outing, and that was the one outing that was, I guess, the biggest struggle so far this spring, where the guy just couldn't find the strike zone. It wasn't one where a visit would have gotten him back on track. And mechanically, you look at the video later, there's a swing and a miss from Rodriguez on a fastball. But it wasn't one thing that would have been a magic fix for him that day. Fletch just thought he was really amped up trying to prove himself here. Massey dancing off first, not going, and it's popped up. DeMarty pointing. He'll get out of the way. Middle infielder's in. And Casilla takes it as Dent screamed for it. Then Alexi screamed for it. And it was who could out-yell the other one. And then Alexi, a playful kick in Dent's direction, as if to say, get out of here. And there's 2 down in the inning. Now that'll bring up Ray Navarro. Massey at first, 2 outs. 2-0 Somerset here in the third. And a first pitch changeup is low. And DeMarty in July will be leaving to pitch for Team Israel in the Olympic qualifiers in Bulgaria. Fastball down 2-0. Back in October, he obtained dual citizenship. American, obviously, and Israeli. And he popped it up off the end of the bat. Dent motions Coronado away, and this one's all Ryan as he catches it and stares over at Alexi as they come off the field. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. And DeMarty after the 1-out walk, couple of pop-ups for a scoreless third inning. It sends us to the fourth, still 2-0 Somerset.
Revs time is back. The family-friendly, affordable fun of professional baseball at Peoples Bank Park returns April 26 for the York Revolution's grand reopening. Opening day, be one of the first 1,000 people at the game for a free Revolution t-shirt presented by the law firm of Dale E. Anstein. Plus, throw out a first pitch with the grand first pitch package, 2 tickets and a Revs baseball for just $30. Saturday, bid on a commemorative game-worn York Monarchs jersey presented by Peoples Bank in an auction to benefit the Goodridge Freedom Center. Plus, post-game inside the park fireworks. Sunday is Sunday Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets, featuring pre-game autographs and catch on the field, and a post-game Kids Run the Bases. And dogs are welcome every Sunday for Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. That's the Revolution's grand reopening weekend, April 26th through 28th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. Catch York Revolution Baseball right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the fourth, right-hander Vince Molesky is the new pitcher for Somerset. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. David Kubiak went 3 scoreless, 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts, retired his first 8. Only base runner was Justin Trapp's 2-out single last inning. Now, J.P. Sportman will be up first against Molesky, who's in his second season with the Patriots. Last year, swing guy, 29 outings, 11 starts, 7-2 with a 2.66 ERA. And he is a guy that pounds the strike zone. He will go from the stretch. And the first pitch to Sportman is outside. Sportman a fly out his first time today. He's now 4 for 15 this spring. Molesky, 6'3" righty to the plate, and it's outside. 2-0. Last year, a hit per inning. 108 and a third innings. He only walked 22 and he struck out 88. Had been in the Frontier League the previous 3 years to start his career. Here's a swing and a pop-up at first base. It's Kenger tiptoeing across the line and a step into foul territory. Handles it for out number 1. Molesky had been a Gateway Grizzly for 3 years. His last 2 years, ERA in the 3s. Somerset acquired him from there, and he pitched even better, way better, against better competition here. And then he also got some time in winter ball in Mexico this past offseason. Here's Alexi, lines one to center and drops it in for a base hit. Casilla first pitch swinging, serves it into shallow right center. Revs have their second hit. Casilla now 7 for 17 this spring after a 4 for 4 day at FanFest. And now we have Chong playing bat boy for the Revs. As Melky Mesa comes up. Mesa called out on strikes his first time. Now 3 for 14 on the spring. And the first one misses down and away. Molesky from Montoursville, PA. He went to Mount St. Mary's University in Maryland. Right along Route 15, heading toward Frederick. And a move to first. Casilla is back standing. For our local sports fans, it won't be too long before York College makes an annual trip in that direction again, going to the MAC, where Hood will once again be an opponent. There's a ball down low, 2-0. It'll be not this coming winter, but the following. It is high. Somerset last year, they won the first half again. Nobody's won more first half titles in league history than they have. They got edged in the division series by Long Island. And now low, ball 4-pitch walk to Mesa. And the Revs with 2 on and 1 out for Telvin Nash. Nash looks like he's in phenomenal shape. And he told us it's 6'2.5" and 238. Oddly specific. As the big fella stands in, first pitch fastball is right there. Watches a strike. Somerset, heartbreaking division series. It seems like those two are just penciled in every year. Here's a drive to straightaway center. Myers is back, and he'll have room just shy of the track. Makes the grab. Both runners will tag. And a long throw rolls into the side of second, and Mesa moves up from first to second base as well. Casilla tagging, going to third base easily. And Nash with a tee shot to straightaway center, but came up a bit shy on this afternoon. 2 outs in the inning, and Tejeda will stand in. It's really about the 4th pretty hard hit out for the Revs. Tejeda has one on a line drive to deep left, and he lays off speed away. 2-0 Patriots here in the top of the 4th inning. And there's a called strike to even things. But yeah, it seems like Somerset and Long Island, they can almost pencil themselves there to meet every September. Last year it was Long Island scraping by, but then losing their own heartbreaking series to Sugar Land. They were down at 2-0 in Texas, came back at home to force Game 5, but lost in the 5th game. Sugar Land winning for the second time in 3 years, with York interrupting that dynasty in 2017. And Long Island's been the victim every year on that 3-year stretch. Come Friday night, we'll see a much different Long Island team. 17 major leaguers have been signed. Wally Backman now in charge. Here's a grounder off Molesky, ricochets to short, and Rodriguez overruns a bare hand try, and it rolls into left field, and both runs will score. It's a 2-2 game. Tejeda picks up 2 ribbies on the knock, and Brett Jody and athletic trainer Phil Lee will walk toward Molesky and check on him. He's looking at his pitching hand. And Tejeda with a hot shot, one-hop comebacker that bounced right off Molesky somewhere on his pitching hand or arm, but they're looking at the hand. And then out towards short, and Rodriguez charging, trying to barehand, came up empty. I'm sure it had some funny spin on it at that point, and he might have peeked up to see where Tejeda was, whether to even throw it or not, and then missed it. But it's a 2-run hit. Molesky will get a warm-up or two. And again, Revs have hit some balls hard today. That's officially their 3rd hit. Molesky just threw 2 warm-ups and says he's good. And Tejeda now, the last 2 games, 4 for 5 with 4 driven in. Last year, such a frustrating year for him, and he is more than a little excited to be here and be ready to go at the start of a season. Here's Dotel now. Revs have tied it up. First pitch is down low. So yeah, back to the Ducks. The opponent on Friday for the opener, we're probably going to see longtime New York Met lefty Jonathan Neese this weekend. Here's a line drive, served into center, and a base hit. Dotel covering the plate, reaches for it, and serves it up the middle. And the Revs with their 3rd hit this inning. First and second for Coronado. They have Kurt Neuenhuis as a big name. Another longtime Met. And Coronado takes a little bit low. It's almost like they've added a Steinbrenner to the mix with the number of big names they've added, or at least guys with big league time. They're going that route again as Coronado fans on it. And you just never know what the perfect mix is, because there's also a lot to be said for a younger team, guys that are hungry and don't have that experience just yet. Here's a pop-up shallow center. It is Myers from center coming into right center field. He'll handle it. And that'll retire the side. But the Revs tie things up. 2 runs in the inning, 3 base hits. And 2 men left. We'll go to the home half of the fourth, tied at 2.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Tied at 2, we move to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And the next to last spring training contest for the Revs. Tomorrow from Southern Maryland at 1 p.m. Jonathan DeMarty will work his second inning, allowed a 1-out walk in the third, but got a strikeout and a couple of pop-ups. And Ramon Flores up first as he takes a strike at the knees. Andrew Carber begins to throw in left. And you don't need binoculars to see his number and figure out who that is. He is 6'9". He almost had the duck coming through the hallway earlier. Here's a liner pulled toward the line and right, and it's fair, and one hops the wall. And Dotel playing the carom toward the line. He'll heave it towards second. Flores is there standing up. A leadoff double here in the bottom of the fourth inning. I'll bring up Will Kenger. Reached on a first inning error. Now the third Somerset hit. Revs have 4. Revs are wearing the new hats today as well. The white front panel. First pitch fastball is across for a strike. It's got the I guess block lettering, all caps, REVS, Revs across the front, just like the new alternate jerseys do that we saw at FanFest on Saturday. There's the 0-1, and it's fouled away down the left field side. Kenger from Western PA, he went to Central Catholic High School in Pittsburgh and then to Slippery Rock. And I was drafted by the Tigers from there, from Division II Slippery Rock. A couple of years in the Tigers system before the Frontier League. Pitch, it is right there. Strike 3 called as DeMarty nails Tejeda's target. Second strikeout of the day for the righty. And here is Darby Myers, who blooped an RBI single to right in the first inning. Two-two game. And a breaking ball to start him off. It's a called strike. Myers back in the league. Last year he was at AA Bowie and AAA Norfolk in the Orioles system. As he swings, bounces it to short. Dent will step up. The ball stays low. He adjusts to the backhand to glove it and throws to first. So Flores, the leadoff double, still standing at second. And there's 2 outs in the inning as DeMarty got Myers to beat that one right against the ground. And Michael Ullman to the plate with 2 outs. Ullman a ground out to short, his first time. DeMarty wrapping up his second inning, or looking to do so, and then 5 more today for an inning each as he spikes that one way in front of the plate. It bounced past Tejeda, and Flores moves up on the wild pitch. Looked like that ball just stuck in his hand, and he threw it straight down into the dirt way in front of home plate. And he'll back off behind the hill for a moment to regroup. And now ready with the 1-0. Breaking ball tumbles low. Ullman's got 7 games of big league time with Toronto 2 years ago. Last year he was at AAA Pawtucket with the Red Sox, hit .208 with 10 home runs. Came up with the Orioles. And the pitch, it is in tight, fastball. 11th round pick of the Orioles in 2009 out of high school in Florida. His best year in their system was at Frederick in 2013. He hit .313 with 13 home runs. Pitch to him, it is a little bit low, and he walks on 4. And that is the second walk from DeMarty. And he'll face Mike Francoso, who grounded out to second base his first at bat. First pitch, it is up and away. I think Fletch said it was something like, well, obviously 36 innings through 4 games, but I think he said 23 walks, 27 strikeouts as a staff. Now, some of that has come in bunches, the walks. There's a fastball and a called strike. And that'll be a focus for him going forward, for his staff. I don't know if it's that different from other spring trainings, but it is a new group. Here's a swing and a miss, high fastball, 1-2. Largely a new group. DeMarty trying to get out of trouble right here. And just missed. Somebody in the field was ready to yell and come running off, but did not get the call. 2-2. Trying to keep things tied up. And he deals. It is tap foul behind the plate. Rolling over toward Pacioli, who's on deck. But we'll do it again. Francoso last year, 267 for Somerset. Couple homers, stole 24 bases. Another good small ball guy with speed for them. Pitch, it is a changeup right there. Froze him And a called third strike. DeMarty with 2 scoreless innings. He strands 2 in the 4th. And worked around the leadoff double to do so. No runs, 1 hit, leaves him at the corners. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's a 2-2 game.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Ryan Dent will lead things off here in the 5th inning. It's 2-2. And the first one is across for a strike. Vince Molesky remains in. Had a scare last inning. Tejeda's 2-run single bounced off what looked like the top of his pitching hand, what they were looking at, over towards short as he misses in the dirt on a curve. But he stayed in, and he's still in. And he will look to complete his scheduled 2 innings today. Dent hit it hard his first time, but lined out to right. He's now 4 for 11 on the spring. And he lines this one to right field, and that's a base hit over the head of the second baseman, Massey. Flores from right gloves and tosses into second. And Ryan Dent goes the other way, a leadoff base hit, the Revs' 5th. And now we got a thing going on between Pugliese and Chong, who are the respective bat boys today. They were yucking it up between innings last frame. Pugliese just tossed that one to his former trainer. Here's Justin Trapp, skies the first one to left, and it's deep. Francoso back and out of room, it's gone. Justin Trapp with a towering 2-run home run over both walls in left. And that one will be found in the parking lot beyond left field. It's a 4-2 Revs lead on Trapp's first of the spring. He is 2 for 2 on the day. And the guy who called TD Bank Ballpark home the last 2 years comes back in a preseason game today and goes yard. Well, we had seen it right from the first workout. You look at him, he's not the biggest guy. You think, he's just a speed guy. He's not just a speed guy. As Henry Castillo fouls this one down, landing right next to Corey Bass, warming up Andrew Carver in the Revs bullpen. And Trapp has hit 45 career home runs. He hit 8 for Somerset last year. And he does have some pop, and here's Castillo, who does as well, and he laces a base hit through the right side of the infield. Now the Revs now with 7 hits on the day, and 3 in each of the 2 innings against Molesky, who's given up 6 of the 7. Revs with now 4 home runs this spring, 4 in the last 3 games. And they've come from 3 different hitters. Dent has 2. And as JP Sportman takes a strike, he's got 1, and now Trapp has 1. And that was a big shot that Trapp hit. As Molesky misses low. That was high and deep. And not much left in doubt on that one. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Sportman was trying to hit one even further than Trapp did. Well, when you get out to straightaway left center here, it has to be a good poke. Down the line, it's only 317, but it angles deeper from there. And Trapp hit it to where it's quite a bit deeper in straightaway left. Here's a ball dumped in the dirt, 2-2. Trapp was a former football recruit, defensive back to Coastal Carolina, but he signed to play baseball with the Royals when they drafted him out of high school. But pound for pound, he is a strong fellow. 2-2 on Sportman, who's popped up a couple of times today. And he's frozen here. Molesky goes off speed and gets him looking. And is the first out this inning. Revs lead at 4-2 here in the 5th. And Alexi Katsia up next. Well, Friday night, the season opener, 6:30 against the Ducks. We'll have the WOYK prize wheel out front while you wait. And I don't have Brett here today to hit you over the head with his promo code. So if you go to buy your tickets online, YorkRevolution.com for Friday. As Molesky misses low, you can use my promo code. Last name Henry, Henry. Type that in, and you'll get $3 off each field box ticket you purchase. There's a fly ball to left from Casilla. Francoso right there, tiptoes right, now back the other way. And he catches that for out number 2. Everybody walking off. It's only the second out, but I guess Molesky's had enough, reaching his pitch count, and he's still looking at that right hand as he walks off the field. So that'll do it for the top of the 5th. Trapp with the home run, though, gives the Revs the lead. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. And halfway home here in spring game number 5 today. It's the Revs 4 and the Patriots 2.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the fifth, 4-2. Revs lead it. Tying it in the fourth on Tejeda's two-run single off Molesky's hand. Certainly hope he's okay. He actually ended the top of the fifth with only 2 outs. Walked off still looking at that throwing hand like the top knuckles on top of the hand. And then Justin Trapp last inning, 2-run homer giving York the lead. Andrew Carver is in next. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And 2 scoreless outings for Carver this spring. 2 scoreless innings as he makes his 3rd appearance of the preseason today. The 6'9" righty. And Kubiak start the game for Somerset. He's 6'7". Justin Pacioli will lead things off. A strikeout victim his first time. And Carver misses just inside to start him. Carver, second-year pro. Another interesting story. Guy that kind of got started a little bit late as he misses down low. An all-state golfer in high school, Bluebell, PA. And a fastball high, ball 3. And he went to Clemson on a golf scholarship, and after a year of that, then decided to give the baseball opportunity his full attention. Oh, man, hits Pacioli in the feet on 3-0, and it missed somewhere down near his ankles and dropped him right to the ground. It's a hit by pitch. As he stops on his way to first, squats down, trying to stretch that one out. And they might take him out just to get some ice on him now. I mean, they have a 10-man order and 4 guys on the bench. Chong is over to help because Phil Lee is inside, I would assume, working with Molesky and probably getting some ice for his hand, among other things. It looks like Pacioli will stay in. A hit by pitch puts him on. And Steve Neister will be the hitter next. Struck out his first time up. Revs pitchers today so far, 3 walks. And now a hit batter. They do have 5 strikeouts by comparison. And Pacioli runs. First pitch breaking ball is low, and it's a sliding steal with no throw. Pacioli, he's about as consistent as could be his first 2 years with Somerset. First year hit .281, last year .280. Has not hit a home run in his time here. There's a fastball low, it's 2-0. And then stolen base-wise, 2 years ago he stole 35, caught twice. Last year stole 34, caught twice. Now a fly ball down the line and right toward the Patriot bullpen. Dotel a look. And it lands foul and rolls up the lawn down at the end of their seating bowl, 2-1. Patriots have a lefty getting ready. They have 3 scheduled for today. So I'm not sure which one, but Revs have Krzyzewski next as he starts to throw, and Carver had another one get away, and that glances off the arm of Neister, and it's back-to-back hit by pitches to start the inning. After a solid spring so far, his first 2 outings, certainly not what he wanted to do here. And he has hit the first 2 batters with pitch balls. We go to the top of the order, and Craig Massey, who has walked twice today. And he's taking a first pitch strike. If this was a regular season game, more than a decent chance that he might be up there bunting right now, but no sign of that on the first pitch. And now one way outside and low. And Carver keeps missing to that side. And he does have, I guess, a little bit of a 3/4 arm slot. Just a little bit lower. And breaking ball, that one hooks over for a strike. Massey slumps his arms, didn't like it. But Carver ahead of his first hitter thus far today. 1-2, looking for his first out of the inning. And it's way outside. Tejeda had to reach for it. Again, it missing way to that arm side, and whether it's just the release point or the feel or something mechanical, that's where almost all of the misses have been. The 2-2, and a breaking ball down and in. That's off the glove of Tejeda and going back to the screen, and both runners will move up. As soon as I say that, he yanked this one low and in. And a wild pitch will advance both. Carver trying to find it here. 3-2 now. And he misses way high and away. So he was ahead of Massey 1-2 and missed with 3 straight to put him on. 2 hit batters and a walk this inning, and that loads the bases. And Massey 3 times to the plate, has walked all 3. Tejeda will head out, talk with Carver, try to get him settled down. I believe we're skipping to Ray Navarro here. I believe is the hitter. This was Rodriguez's spot in the order, but I believe we're jumping down to Navarro here. He's popped up to short both times. Carver the pitch, breaking ball, it's a called strike. And a swing and a high fly lofted toward the line and right. Dotel hustles over into the Patriot bullpen. Made the one-hand basket grab. He'll spin and throw in. It is a sac fly caught in foul territory. But in spring training, not so worried about the runs. You want outs. And Carver has his first out. It is 4-3. Now, in a regular game, that'd be an interesting decision. It would probably depend on score and a whole lot of other things, whether you want the out. How badly you want the out. Here's a called strike on Kyle Wenger batting for the first time today. Wenger 3 for 3 in York on Saturday. The infield is in. Second and third, and a check swing foul over by the opposite on-deck area. as it bounces back onto the infield. 4-3 is the lead. And Wenger was officially signed after that game on Saturday. He was a camp invite. He is really impressed. First-year pro has made the team. As he swings and misses, and Carver gets him on a high fastball. Kind of cut himself off on the swing. Looked like he was just trying to get a piece with 2 strikes. And came up empty. First time the Revs have gotten him out. Beginning his pro career out of Division III Delaware Valley. And here is Ramon Flores, who takes a first pitch strike. He is 1 for 2 today with a double. It looks like everybody else in order now, just skipping Rodriguez and putting Wenger in there. Now swing and a miss. Flores waving. Good breaking ball from Carver that had him way out on his front foot reaching. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carver, a really rocky start to the inning, but looking for a big comeback. And the pitch, breaking ball, strike 3 called, and he got it. Andrew Carver sets down 3 in a row, the last 2 on strikeouts. And it came after 2 hit batters and a walk, but he made the adjustment. And he salvaged the remainder of his inning with only the 1 run scoring. There's something for the youngster to feel good about, as that inning could have been a whole lot worse. He strands 2, did not give up a hit. And we go to the 6th. It's 4-3 York.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
Mom and Dad, add your little baseball fan to the York Revolution roster with a Rookie Revs membership presented by People's Bank. Memberships include 6 ticket vouchers, behind-the-scenes tours, an exclusive team autograph session, plus a Rookie Revs backpack and more. All that for just $27. It's kid-sized Revs time. Rookie Revs memberships presented by People's Bank. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
York's home for the NFL. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Head to the 6th, 4-3. The Revs lead it, as Carver escaped with only 1 run scoring. Malky Mesa will lead off against lefty Dwayne Belo, who takes over. First pitch of the inning is high. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Mesa, a strikeout and a walk today, scored a run in the 4th inning. Revs out hitting the Patriots 7-3. Now swinging a high fly, shallow left field. Francoso trots in toward left center a bit and puts it away. 1 down, and Telvin Nash to the plate. Belo had been in the majors with Detroit and Miami earlier in his career. This will be his third season with Somerset. A reliever 2 years ago and a starter last year. Here's Talvin Nash, who's 0 for 2. Hit it hard, though, last time. And he lays off up high. A line drive caught in deep center his last time up. Foul tip into the mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 years ago, Belo 5-1, 2.89 ERA in relief. Last year as a starter, 22 starts, 9-6 with a 3.99. Only 22 walks in 22 starts. Pitch. Oh, ripped right past him and hits the second base bag and ricochets into center field. And Talvin Nash with an absolute bullet, and the Revs dugout hollering for him. He finally has his first spring hit. And he raises his hands to the sky. They threw the baseball in for him. They asked for the ball, and he's going to end up with it. Trap fakes like he's going to throw it up into the stands where there's about 15 people. Well, thank goodness that wasn't at Belo, because that thing had fur on it. I think it clipped his glove, and it didn't slow it down much. Here's Tejeda, who takes inside. I think Fletch is the first one that hollered his congratulations, so they all knew it. And Talvin knew it. Here's the 1-0. Fastball to called strike. His last 2 times up, he has hit it solidly, and that thing was just torched. Now ball low. 2-1 to Tejeda. Yeah, he's 1 for 2 today, and he's swung it well. He lined out to fairly deep left, and then in the 4th hit the hard comebacker off the pitcher for a 2-run single. And he lines this one to left field in a base hit. Tejeda with a 2-hit game. Francoso over toward the line to backhand it. And it's 1st and 2nd with 1 out, and the Revs have their 9th hit, all in the last 4 innings. 3 straight innings with multiple hits. And they have 8 in the last 3 innings alone. And Tejeda 2 for 3. And he is now 5 for 6 the last 2 games. 7 for 16 for the spring. I'd like to bottle that up. Here's Dotel. And there's a first pitch strike to him. 2 on, 1 out here in the 6th. 4-3 York. Dotel in there popping in the batter's box. This is the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball to the outer part of the plate. Krzyzewski is ready to come in. He has stopped throwing and left. Look at all that miserable traffic out there on the highway in left field. We'll be right in the thick of that later on. Now swing and a miss. Fastball to the outer part of the plate once more. And Belo gets Dotel for out number 2. He is now 1 for 3 on the day. And here's Coronado. Belo's teammate here last year. Coronado a line out to third and a fly out to center. The lead is 4-3. And he grounds the first pitch to short. A roller cleanly to Rodriguez, who tosses to second, and that's the inning. Actually, I think that's Neister, who's now in at short. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. And we'll go to the bottom half of the sixth. Still 4-3 York.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
Yeah! What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom half of the sixth inning, as Francisco Grishewski takes over. Just about every time we announce his name, I'm tempted to call him Franklin, his older brother of 12 years, his senior, who briefly pitched in the majors with the Marlins back in 2004, but was with York for 11 appearances in early 2010. And now Francisco, who was in the Blue Jays system, New York City native. He will take over here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Had a rough day on Friday in Lancaster. It was a third of an inning, 4 walks, 1 hit, 3 runs. Fletch thought the simplest problem was just that he was so amped up, trying to make an impression, make the team. And his first pitch here is in for a strike. I'm not sure who they sent up to the plate here. I think it's Yovan Gonzalez, I believe. And strike 1 on the hitter. 4-3, Revs lead it. Pitch is popped up foul and out of play, off to the right. And today the goal is pound the zone, get back on track. He fires and misses high with it. 1-2. Ahead in the count. Rosa, Ortega, and Perez will follow today for York. And Grishewski ready. Off speed. Tejeda held it there. And the plate ump would not give in. 2-2. Trying to get an out to start the inning. Friday they had to stop the inning due to pitch count. He's trying to stay within himself today. And he fires and misses high and away. I think mechanically they said he was kind of leaning back a little bit extra, probably trying to rear back, get a little more on it. Hopefully an easy fix for him. And he misses just a hair low. And it's a leadoff base runner. Didn't miss by much. Now, on Friday, he really was all over the place in his last outing. Very high, very low. This time on that walk, he missed by inches. The Revs actually have Carter up in the bullpen again, getting a little extra throwing in before shutting down that part of his day. Here's Will Kenger now. He swings first pitch, and the lefty skies it to left. Mesa will coast toward the line, settle under it, and makes the grab. And that is out number one. Grishevsky right back with a one-pitch out. Well, Friday night, opening night, grand reopening, T-shirt giveaway presented by the law firm of Daly Anstein. We'll have the grand first pitch on the field as part of the pregame ceremonies. American Idol contestant, local fella Jake Politi will sing the anthem. As Grishevsky misses low, we'll have the team intros for the first time this year. Friday night, 6:30 against the Ducks. You get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. There's a fastball over for a strike. Actually, this might be Jovan. I believe this is Gonzalez at the dish. And if you order online, use the promo code Henry, Henry, and you can have $3 off your Field Box tickets on me. You're welcome. As Grishevsky misses high. Tejeda had to leap for that. And a little point of the glove back Francisco's way. Just a reminder to not overdo it. Now ready with the 2-1 and way high again. Tejeda takes the mask off. He's going to walk partway toward him. And a word of encouragement. Basom emphatically says no visit. But I'm not sure that come Friday night you can get away with that. Now the 3-1 runner goes, and he spikes it, and it skips under Tejeda's glove. And it's ball four. No wild pitch. Tejeda back to recover it before any further advancement. But Somerset with 2 on, 1 out. And 2 walks in the inning. And now Michael Ullman, the hitter, who started the game at catcher. I would imagine that he's probably EHing now with Gonzalez going in behind the plate. And they'll pinch run. Looks like Scott Kelly for Jovan Gonzalez. And I guess he'll get a head start on getting the gear on for the 7th inning. So here's Ullman, who's grounded out and walked. 2 on with 1 out. And the first pitch is a called strike over at the belt. Ullman does have a taller strike zone. He's 6'5". Grishevsky now 8 walks in an inning and 2/3 here this spring. So he is trying to get himself settled in. And a breaking ball runs inside, a slider. 1-1 the count. Revs lead it 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. A 2-run Tejeda single in the 4th, a 2-run trap homer in the 5th. Now breaking ball just missed. 2-1. Revs pitchers today, only 3 hits allowed, but 6 walks. Will have to be cleaned up come Friday night. Now swinging a pop-up foul. This will find the seats. First base side, 2-2. That comes bouncing down toward the Patriot dugout. One of the youngsters got it. Grishevsky ready. The 2-2 way high. He overshoots Tejeda. It sails to the backstop on the fly. And both runners advance on the wild pitch. So now second and third. A wrapper blowing over toward the Revs dugout. It is a breezy day here. Board has 3-1. I thought he had 2 strikes on him. At any rate, here it comes. Oh, just missed. Tejeda held it there. And it was close, but Ullman is on the walk, the third of the inning. And they are loaded with 1 away for Mike Francoso. Again, this year, you cannot visit the mound as pitching coach or a player. So you can't settle him down. Pitch to Francoso in the dirt and worn by Tejeda high off the chest protector to keep it in front. Francoso, a ground out and a strikeout. Left against left here. And he watches a strike come across. So if it's the same as Friday, his last outing, it's not something that visit would fix mechanically in one day anyway. Fletch was saying the biggest thing for him was he was so over-amped trying to make an impression here. And a breaking ball dips down and away. Tejeda sliding over with it. And now sometimes that kind of mental approach can have an effect on your mechanics. It's not as simple as just going out there and saying, hey, you're landing too closed or something like that. The 2-1, and that misses high. I think in this case, if there was a visit that could be used, it would be to try to have more of a calming effect and talk him through it. Sometimes it's strategy, sometimes it might be a mechanical fix, but no visits this year. 3-1. And a called strike. Francoso dropped the bat and was 3 steps toward first. Right around the bottom inside corner against the lefty, and Grishevsky got the call. It's 3-2. Only 1 out in the inning. And he needs some strikes. He's ready. And a swing and a ball beaten foul into the Patriots dugout. Now we'll do it again. A full count. It remains with the bases loaded and 1 out. guess Francoso chipped his bat on that one, going over for New Lumber. He's got the fluorescent tape on the handle on both bats, but he traded in a black one for kind of a dark red. On the pitch, and it's in the dirt, ball 4. The 4th walk of the inning will push home a run, and it's now a 4-4 game. 3 in a row, and 4 total in the inning. I'm not sure what he's up to pitch count wise, but he will now face Justin Pacioli. The Patriots a tying run this inning without a hit. And here's Pacioli, who's struck out, been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, and scored. First offering is in the dirt. Tejeda getting a workout back there. There's nobody that it's more frustrating and difficult on than Francisco. Just trying to find his release and his feel and all of that, and he misses low on the next one. Scrapes some dirt, so Tejeda tosses it away. 2 balls, no strikes. Now in need of a strike, and he misses the plate in. It is now 3-0. Nowhere to put him. And he deals, and he got that one over. 3-1. Tie game. Revs have Rosa throwing. He'll be in next inning. Grishevsky the pitch, and it misses high, and a second run is walked in. That'll do it for the inning. Now a tough go for Grishevsky here today. 5 walks in the inning, 4 in a row, and they will end the inning with 1 out so as to not have him out there for an unsafe pitch count here in a spring training situation. But 2 runs score in the inning, no hits. 5 walks, bases left loaded, and Somerset a 5-4 lead as we move to the 7th.
Revs time is back. The family-friendly, affordable fun of professional baseball at Peoples Bank Park returns April 26 for the York Revolution's grand reopening. Opening day, be one of the first 1,000 people at the game for a free Revolution t-shirt presented by the law firm of Dale E. Anstein. Plus, throw out a first pitch with the grand first pitch package, 2 tickets and a Revs baseball for just $30. Saturday, bid on a commemorative game-worn York Monarchs jersey presented by Peoples Bank in an auction to benefit the Goodridge Freedom Center. Plus, post-game inside the park fireworks. Sunday is Sunday Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets, featuring pre-game autographs and catch on the field, and a post-game Kids Run the Bases. And dogs are welcome every Sunday for Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. That's the Revolution's grand reopening weekend, April 26th through 28th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
The puck drops here. Catch the Bears and the Caps all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th, 5-4 Somerset, as Ryan Dent takes a strike to lead off, facing lefty Luis Cruz. Not the former Revs catcher, but lefty was with the Road Warriors last year. And a ball low. Dent 1 for 2 today. He's hit it hard the other way twice, a line drive out and a single to right. Saw Cruz in the 8th inning Saturday in York, as Dent fouls this one off right side and allowed a single to Casilla, a double to Mesa, which made it second and third, but he got out of it. Help of a double play. And here's a swing and a fly the other way toward the line in right. Long run over, and the catch is made. Flores started the game in right. I don't believe that's him any longer, but it is handled in right field for the first out. And Justin Trapp up next. Cruz, a good year for the Road Warriors last year. Somerset targeted him this offseason. First pitch to Trapp is up high, breaking ball. Trapp a single and a 2-run homer today as he swings and misses. Kind of golfing on that one a little bit. Cruz with the Road Warriors, a 2.51 ERA in 44 outings last year. Couple spot starts. And now high and tight, 2-1. He's in the Frontier League the year before that. And several years in the Astros system coming up. Made it to AAA as Trapp bounces a foul off the front of the Revs dugout. Now 28 years old, Cruz is. Just 5'9", little lefty from San Juan, Puerto Rico. 9th round pick of the Astros in 08. And again, got as high as AAA. And he misses high and outside, 3-2. (5-4) Somerset here in the 7th. And he just missed low. The catcher Gonzalez was about to throw it around the horn, but never heard the call that he wanted from behind him. And Trapp heads to first, on base all 3 times today. A close take for ball 4, and here's Henry Castillo, who will bat right-handed against the lefty. Cruz got to AAA with Oklahoma City in 2014 as he fires a first pitch strike. And then the Astros AAA affiliate shifted to Fresno the following year. He was only up for 5 starts in OKC as Castillo foul tips one into the mitt. But for a full season at AAA in Fresno in 2015, he pitched really well, especially in that league. 7-5 with a 4.27, mostly as a starter. Pitch is a breaking ball, dribbled foul. Revs have out-hit the Patriots 9-3 today. But the walk from Trapp, only the second worked by York, and meanwhile, Somerset has had 9, 5 last inning. And a fastball, strike 3 called. Outer edge at the bottom of the kneecaps, and Castillo punched out. And Grishevsky standing on the top step chatting with Fletch between innings, and now Mace. He's had a tough spring, but does have potential. He's got good stuff, just hasn't been able to throw strikes. Here's Sportman at the top. He looks at strike one. He is 0 for 3 today. Again, we'll see Jeffrey Rosa in the bottom half. Uh-oh, something just broke. Up on the concourse, sounded like shattered glass. Here's a foul back just above our booth. And that'll carry him all the way down toward the screen. Glad that shattered glass wasn't in here. Protect the camera first. That is my order. And a breaking ball tried to check. Appeal out on the bases, and no call. So no swing. 1-2. It's a pretty nasty hook from Cruz. It bit straight into the dirt. Sportman, a 1-2 count. And he swings and misses. Change up, down and away. Gonzalez snaps the throw down to first, but the inning was over anyway. No runs, no hits, and one man left. He was having some jollies with his former teammate Trapp there, who was the base runner. Now we'll go to stretch time here at Somerset. Patriots lead it 5-4.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is The Rich Eisen Show.
It's like riding a bicycle when you're back in New York City after growing up here. 3 blocks into my walk on the way here to the studio, one cobblestone street corner, blaring sirens, jackhammering, welding, and then, of course, there's the overwhelming stench of pee. I thought to myself, yeah, that's home.
Is this the button that plays?
The Rich Eisen Show.
Weekdays at noon on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Downtown's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Bottom half of the 7th, Jeffrey Rosa is in next. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Ortega and Perez still on the docket. Revs trail 5-4. Rosa this spring, 1-2-3 inning on Friday in Lancaster. 3 quick ground outs. His first outing against Southern Maryland last Wednesday, an inning, a leadoff walk, but then retired the next 3 with a strikeout. So 2 scoreless, no hits allowed, 1 walk and 1 K this preseason. And he will face Steve Neister up first, who has struck out and been hit by a pitch. Rosa ready to go. And a fastball nails the mitt for strike 1. He had been in the Nationals system, the Rays as well. Pumps it home, and a fastball zips in there for strike 2. A live arm, to say the least. First time with the Nationals out of the Dominican Republic. And this one late and fouled into the stands in right. 6'4", 23 years old. Fastball's been clocked up to triple digits during his career. And that one down and away goes to the backstop. couple years with the Nats, and they traded him to Tampa Bay in February of 2017. He'd signed his first pro contract for $10,000 with the Nationals. And a swing and a miss here. Down out of the zone, and Neister went after it, and Rosa with a strikeout to begin the home seventh. A low-flying UPS jet is out over left field on its way to Newark International, not far from here. Well, one down, and we go to the what would be the top of the order, but first, Kyle Wenger. Abraham is going to bat. Left-hand hitter, no batting gloves. I don't think you saw anybody throwing this hard at Delaware Valley. And he takes a fastball, smoked right in there for strike one. Wenger, they say, has made the team. First-time pro. And he bounces this one, second base, 2 high hops. Castillo's over there now. And throws to first for out number 2. Castillo was an EH. Takes over at second for Alexi, who started the game. And with 2 down, Scott Kelly will get an at-bat. (5-4) Somerset in the 7th. First pitch is a fastball and a called strike. Boy, Rosa continues to look good. Strike 2. Fastball nails his spot again. His hobby is playing MLB The Show. And I can agree with him. I like that too. He enjoys watching MLB Network. That's another favorite of mine. And someday he'd like to maybe be a commentator or a GM or a scout, he says. He fires. Breaking ball down low. We have so much in common, and we don't even know it yet. I haven't even had a chance to discuss all these items. He grew up a Yankees fan, and now that's where it ends. His favorite player was A-Rod. That is absolutely where it stops. And he nails the outside corner here. Strike 3 called. Jeffrey Rosa, 3 up, 3 down in the 7th inning. And a pair of strikeouts. And he made a perfect pitch on Kelly. Really one of several that he made in that inning. He was lights out again. What a great spring for the 23-year-old. 3 no-hit innings. And he goes 1, 2, 3 today. It's on to the 8th. Here from Somerset, Patriots still lead it 5-4.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Strike one on Alexi Casilla, leading off the 8th. Right-hander Jake Joyce, the pitcher for Somerset. And strike two, swinging. Jeffrey Rosa was clocked at 96 in that last inning, we are told. Whew. That'll work. 0-2, and a bouncing ball to third. Waiting on it is Navarro, and a bounced throw just nips Casilla at first. Now, Ray Navarro, the veteran, he waited back on it and used the ground to get it there in time. One away. 5-4 the lead for Somerset here in the 8th inning. It's a dark, cloudy day, and some light rain has started again. So Bat Boy Chong has gone to the hoodie. Here's Mesa, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. First pitch, breaking ball is hammered, but foul into the seats in left. Out in front of that, it bounces right through the Revs bullpen, where Ortega is now getting ready. We saw Joyce Saturday in York. Scoreless 9th, gave up a base hit to Coronado, nothing else. And now a breaking ball low and away. Joyce, another acquisition of theirs from the Frontier League. And Mesa watches a strike, 1-2. Joyce was a 9th round pick of the Nationals in 2013. Virginia native, 2 years in their system and the last 4 in the Frontier League. As he misses just a hair low, 2-2. Was with the Schaumburg Boomers. And an ERA in the 2s all 4 years in relief. There's a ball beaten foul over toward the Revs dugout. Every appearance of his career in relief. And he'd been their closer the last 2 years. 16 saves and 12 saves the last 2 years. Combined .241 ERA during his time in Schaumburg. And a breaking ball hooks low. 3-2 to Malky. A light, steady rain coming down. Earlier today, just kind of intermittent drizzle, but right now it's very light but steady. And a foul tip back to the net. We'll do it again. Joyce from Virginia Tech. That's where he pitched collegiately. And a called third. Mesa was on his way to first. And all he can do is laugh. Smiley, as he was about to toss the bat away, ended up dropping it. Startled when he heard the strike call. Now 2 down. Here's Talvin Nash. By the way, it's not just opening night on Friday, but a big weekend. Saturday, our first post-game fireworks with the game at 6:30. I can't offer you a promo code for that one, but I can for $3 off Friday night when you order Field Box seats online. Enter my last name, Henry, Henry. Help me win the contest in our office. And if not, there's a fastball in for a strike. If not, if you don't do it, I'm going to make you listen to the Barnstormers all night. Actually, we like Dave. We just... big rival, you know. Fastball low and away. But Saturday night, as opening weekend continues, post-game fireworks, we have the Negro League tribute with a York Monarchs jersey auction presented by People's Bank, benefiting the Goodridge Freedom Center. Solomon White baseball card giveaway. There's a breaking ball chopped to short, 2 big hops to Neister. Takes a look at the seams and tosses it to first. 1-2-3, 8th inning. So Joyce solid today. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Ortega for the Revs, who trail 5-4.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? York Revolution Baseball returns April 26th on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, 5-4 Somerset. And as the rain continues to fall, somebody jokingly on the Patriots side is hollering to the umpires, "Bang it," and it's the same guy that was doing the same thing before the game today. The guys get a little antsy. They want to get to Friday night and get it started for real. But the work is valuable. And Ortega will take over here. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Alfredo Rodriguez up first. 1 for 2 today with a double. Ball, oh no, it's not. Delayed strike call. Down around the bottom of the knees. Ortega last in Friday with 2 perfect innings in Lancaster. And this one taken the other way. Line drive to right. Dotel froze to read it and comes in to make the grab. Reaching down about thigh high, 1 away. Ortega in his first spring outing, an unearned run on a couple of hits. So 3 innings, 1 unearned run. 2 hits. No walks and 3 Ks in total. And here is Ray Navarro. 2 pop-ups and a sac fly today. And he watches a strike. Ortega last year with the Road Warriors, 4.47 ERA in their bullpen. Mace thought that would translate to even better this year now that he has a home and a routine. And it's not pack the bags from hotel to hotel every 2 or 3 days. Breaking ball here, ripped right side past the dive of Castillo and through the hole. They got ahead 0-2, but Navarro singles, just the 4th hit for the Patriots today. The Revs with 9. And Ramon Flores next. Flores 1 for 3 with a double. So back to opening weekend. Sunday is our first 1 p.m. start. Sunday Family Fun Day presented by Wise Markets. And here's a soft liner loop to shallow right. Dotel fakes the catch, plays it on a hop, and tosses in quickly. Back-to-back singles. And this one hit right off the end of the bat, but dumped in. And Sunday pregame autographs, catch in the field, postgame kids run the bases. And as we'll have every Sunday this year, Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. You can bring your dog every Sunday. Also a Central PA Heroes appearance. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS. And the Revs ticket office. Here is strike one on Jovan Gonzalez hitting.
Like high school sports has really fun with it.
2 on, 1 out. And a breaking ball just missed away. Tejeda pointed back, though, at Ortega as if to say, that's the one right there. That's a good one. Break and location. No hitter's going to do much with that pitch. And now the 1-1. Missed inside, change up. Ortega was a big hit at the fashion show on Saturday at Fan Fest. Did a nice job modeling the new threads for this year. You guys always have fun with that. Now swinging a foul the other way in right and out of play, 2-2. And the sky's brightening slightly. And the rain maybe slowing just a tad. But I thought we were problem-free today. That hasn't been the case. The 2-2. Swinging a high fly toward the line and right again. Dotel hustles over through the Patriot bullpen, and it lands foul before he can get there. We'll do it again. Ortega had gone to the majors with Detroit. 2012, 13, and 14. He is now 30 years old, entering his 13th pro season. Another 2-2. And a ground ball rolled through the left side. It's a base hit. They are going to send Navarro around third. And the throw from Trapp, who's in left field now, is cut off by Coronado. It's an RBI single. And it's a 6-4 Somerset lead. Good at bat from Gonzalez. He fouled off a few. And comes up with the RBI single to left. 3 straight hits in the inning, and a couple of them haven't been hit all that hard, but have been in the right spot. So now Will Kenger will bat. Today 0 for 3. First pitch is down and away. By the way, tonight on radio at 6 p.m., new episode of the Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly. Then at 6:30, it's Keystone Kickoff. Here's a shot. Right center field. Sportman going back. Sales over it. Did that clear? It did. There's a white ad, and the ball disappeared. I thought it was going to bounce back to Sportman, but it cleared the fence. It's a 3-run homer just right of the batter's eye, and Will Kenger's big spring continues. The Patriots have blown this one open. 9-4 here in the 8th inning. It's a 4-run inning. And Kenger delivers the biggest hit of the day for either side. Well, he's been the guy in camp from what we're told. And he went to the big part of the park there. The first pitch is taken low. I believe this is Gabriel Bracamonte who's at the plate for them. Catcher they picked up at the Showcase event in Florida. And he takes low again. It's 2-0. Ortega had really been good. But 4 hits, 4 runs, and a 3-run homer to greet him here. Here's the 2-0. That's low, snuck under Tejeda's glove. Kanger got his arms extended and took it right up the middle of the field. They had 3 hits for the day. 2 of those were in the first inning. Coming into this inning, and now 4 here in the 8th. Against Ortega, whose first 2 outings he had not allowed much. 3-0. And that's right there. But a veteran like that, when they get hit around in spring training, you're not as concerned about it. They're getting themselves ready. They know what they have to work on. It happened to Judy on Thursday of last week, and he came back strong on Saturday. Here's a swing and a chopper to short, Dent to his left, and gloves and fires to first, 2 down. Now Dent handling the high bouncer. I mentioned it. The Baltimore Baseball Show tonight at 6. Keystone kickoff at 6:30. And then at 7:30, we will join Game 6 of the Caps and the Hurricanes in progress. That is tonight on radio. Right now, the Herd is airing, while we bring spring training coverage to you on YouTube. And a first pitch breaking ball is over for a strike. This is Mike Francoso hitting. He is 0 for 2 with a bases-loaded walk today. And a changeup misses low. 9-4 Somerset in the 8th. Revs will face Mike Antonini in the 9th, and then they will have Julio Perez scheduled for an inning, and that'll be it. And a swing and a miss here. 1-2. Good fastball from Ortega. Ortega from Venezuela now lives in Orlando. Came up with Detroit. Was in the Rockies system for a year. And a breaking ball low. 2-2. In the Rockies system, he pitched at AA New Britain the year before they came to the Atlantic League. And he had some time in the American Association for 2 years. There's a bouncer foul down to the first base coach's box. Now his second year in our league. Got 14 big league appearances, all with Detroit. Another 2-2. And a fly ball left field. It sends Trapp ranging back. And he reaches up, runs it down, gliding right with it toward the warning track in deep left. Boy, is he smooth out there. That'll end the inning. But Somerset scores 4 on 4 hits. And they have blown it open as we go to the 9th. It is 9-4.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphanters. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth inning, last offensive inning for the Revs. Left-hander Mike Antonini is the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts, Tejeda, Dotel, Coronado due, and then Julio Perez with an inning on the mound for York will close the day. And then there will be one spring training game left. First pitch to Tejeda is up high. He is 2 for 3. Had a 2-run single in the fourth for York's first 2 runs. And is now 7 for 16 this spring. And he lays off high. Antonini last year, 42 games with Somerset dominated. 3-2 with a 1.41 ERA. 28 hits in 51 innings. There's the 2-0. And it's off the plate outside. Formerly in the league with Bridgeport as well. And he got the strike called. Tejeda backing up. Pitch was in under his hands, but a strike called for Antonini. He was the Atlantic League Relief Pitcher of the Year last season. And a foul back to the net. They have a separate award for Closer of the Year, which was Felipe Paulino of Sugarland. Antonini, though, was the reliever of the year. Revs had that award winner the previous year, Chase Hutchinson. And a ball down and in. Tejeda walks, and he is on base for the 3rd time. And over the last 2 games, 7 times in 8 trips to the plate. And here's Dotel, who today is 1 for 3. And the Revs certainly had a candidate for starter of the year last season as well, with Mitch Atkins. Ended up going to Nate Reed, though, who had one more win. Here's a line shot into the seats, foul and right. Strike 1. Antonini, the year before with Somerset, made 9 starts and had an ERA in the 1.5 range in that role. So in 2 years with Somerset, once starting, once relieving, it's been right around 1.5. He was with Bridgeport for a couple of years before that and pitched very well as a starter. Camden briefly, going back 6 years ago. Now deals, and a changeup missed a little low. He originally came up with the Mets. 18th round pick in 07 out of Georgia College and State University. But he's from PA, he's from Drexel Hill. Here's a swing and a bouncer back to him. Gloves, turns and finds Neister, the shortstop, at the bag. He relays to first. 1-6-3 double play. And there's 2 outs and nobody on. Antonini now 33 years old, and he went to Cardinal O'Hara in the Philly area. Got to AAA with the Mets and the Dodgers, AA with the Angels. Here's Nate Coronado, his teammate last year. Revs down 9-4 in the 9th. First pitch fastball is across the knees for a strike. Now foul off to our right. 2 quick strikes. There was a stretch last August where Coronado offensively was carrying Somerset for at least a week, and most of those were against York. The light rain continues. Here's a ground ball sharply and through on into left. An 0-2 pitch, and Coronado with a base hit. He's got his 5th hit in as many games this spring. Revs will be 2-3 heading into tomorrow's finale against Southern Maryland. I do think that a road spring training game is even tougher than a road regular season game. On the bus really early. Day game, 2.5, 3 hours away. Here's Dent. First pitch is over for a strike. Dent today 1 for 3. There's very few people in the place, so you're just getting yourself ready. Foul back above us toward the roof. 2 strikes. And winning on the road is tough. I would think that in spring training it might even be a little bit tougher. O2. Swing and a miss. Got the chase up high on a breaking ball, and that's the inning. And that's it for the Revs offense today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. Patriots win it 9-4 in a regulation setting, but we'll play a bottom of the 9th. For Julio Perez to be the last man on the hill for the Revs this afternoon. 9-4 the score. Back in a moment.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
The Dietz and Blewett Diamond Deck at Peoples Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz and Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the ninth, Julio Perez, the last pitcher scheduled to work today. 9-4 Somerset. I believe it's Scott Kelly leading off. Perez's first pitch is fouled straight back. And it is strike one. Perez was drafted by the Revs at the Showcase event in Lakeland. Last outing on Friday, scoreless inning. He walked two, gave up a single, but then struck out the final two. And here's a foul tip straight back to the netting. His first outing last Wednesday was 1-2-3 with a strikeout, so 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. No runs for him this spring. Rosa was clocked at 96 today. Perez might be in a similar neighborhood as he steps off for a moment. I do believe this is Kelly, who I have at 0 for 1 today. The pitch, look out, that's way high. Corey Bass is now catching. Tejeda caught the first 8. Those two have alternated the majority of games, if not the full game. 3 spring training will probably be Bass at Southern Maryland tomorrow. Perez the pitch, and a slider dips into the dirt. They have turned the scoreboard off since the game is officially complete. I believe the count is full. Wenger on deck. And a high pop foul. Coronado giving a look, but way back into the seats behind the Revs' third base dugout. And tomorrow it should be beautiful, but thought today it would be passable, and here we've played the last probably 3 innings in rain. And that one misses high. Now it's full. Now it's 3-2 on Kelly, leading off the 9th, and he is a pest. Yeah, he was down in the count, but battling his way full here. And if he gets on, regular season-wise, he's 3rd in their history in steals. Swings here, hits one high in the air and left. Trapp will range over into left center. Sportman as well. It carries deep, and it's off the glove of Trapp. And Kelly's at second, heading to third base. Sportman tosses in the dent, and he is there at third base to begin the bottom of the 9th inning. That thing was just kept carrying, and it was so high, and it kept carrying deeper and deeper. And I think off the bat, Trapp thought that he had a beat on it, but it just kept going. And he's looking up into the rain. And he and Sportman were about to converge, and I don't know if he might have peeked over, see where JP was, but it hit off his glove, which is wet at this point. That doesn't help. Now Perez tossing in for a new ball. I don't know how they would score that in regular season, if they'd give him the hit or not. You're looking into the rain. Here's Wenger. He lines the first one to center. Sportman lines it up. Catch is made. Kelly will tag and come in. And a sac fly for Wenger on the line drive toward right center. And the Patriots turn it into another run. I guess we'll go E7. Make it unearned for Perez. we can do what we want. No hometown favors here. I think this is Bracamonte who will hit for the second time. Grounded out last inning. We're at that point in the game where who wants to bat? As Perez fires a strike. Well, it won't be a day to write home about on the pitching side of things. Although most of the walks were in one inning. Swing and a miss. And actually, most of the runs were in one inning off Ortega, who otherwise has looked good. But the Revs will split against Somerset. They actually lost both to Lancaster as a breaking ball got away and hit Bracamonte in the back. He'll be awarded first base. And tomorrow, they have a chance to sweep Southern Maryland in the preseason. I think I heard somebody say this is the last batter, and Somerset does not have anybody on deck. I believe this is Neister who will stand in. First pitch, a big swing and a foul tip into the mitt. No balls and a strike. Revs will be on the bus again tomorrow. That one's low. But then not a whole lot early in the season. A lot of home games early. 2 series homestand to start off before their road opener, which is at Long Island May 3rd. Now a soft line drive into center. That's going to get down as Sportman gloves it, and that will do it. So the Patriots in the bottom of the 9th, if it was an error to begin things, they had 1 hit. They had a total of 3 reach, only 1 out. And that'll end things with a 9-4 final in regulation time, and then Somerset adding 1 more. Unearned, perhaps, in the bottom of the 9th inning. So the Revs 2-3 on the spring. They'll be at Southern Maryland tomorrow at 1. We'll have that one for you on YouTube as well. We'll take a quick break here, wrap things up for you from rainy Jersey when we come back.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories, replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Final score today, Revs fall 9-4. Somerset adding a run in that practice inning, if you will. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Revs fall to 2-3 on the spring, and we'll wrap up the preseason tomorrow game-wise at Southern Maryland, then workouts on Wednesday and Thursday. Brief recap of this one. Revs didn't do much against David Kubiak, the Patriots starter, who went 3. Somerset got a pair of unearned runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. Dan Miner nearly working out of some early trouble, but an error plated 1. Then a bloop base hit for Darby Myers plated another 1. Miner came back, though, with a 1-2-3 second inning. In the 3rd, DeMarty went scoreless, and also in the 4th, DeMarty went scoreless, working around a leadoff double to leave a man at 3rd. The Revs had tied it in the top of the 4th on a Tejeda 2-out, 2-run single, and took the lead 4-2 in the 5th on a Justin Trapp towering 2-run home run to left. But in the bottom of the 5th inning, things started to get a bit sloppy for the Revs as Somerset began their comeback. Couple of hit batters and a walk, loaded the bases with no outs. Andrew Carver pretty much a 180 within his inning as he came back to retire the next 3 in a row. A sac fly, though, was the first of those outs, which made it 4-3. He did then strike out the next 2. But in the 6th, Somerset with 2 runs on 5 walks from Francisco Grishewski, and they took the lead at that point 5-4. And then after a 1-2-3 7th from Jeffrey Rosa, who's been terrific this spring, Somerset a 4-run 8th off Jose Ortega, who before today had been terrific this spring, and that included a 3-run homer from Will Kenger. So that's how it ended up in the regulation 9. Final totals today for Somerset: 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 9. The Revs 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, they left 8. Dwayne Belo gets the win out of the Patriot bullpen. Grishewski, the loss for York. Time of the game today was 2 hours and 43 minutes. So tomorrow, back on the bus, headed to Southern Maryland. And we'll be on YouTube a bit before 1 p.m. at least to get the video up and running for your viewing pleasure. And then we'll be on with audio to get you set for the game shortly before the 1 p.m. first pitch, and we hope you can join us then. Coming up on radio tonight at 6, it's the Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly. Then at 6:30, Keystone Kickoff, Monday night edition. And then at 7:30, Caps and Canes, Game 6 in progress. And again, tomorrow, we're back with you at 1 o'clock on WOYK on YouTube. And we hope you can tune in for that. Until then, Darrell Henry saying so long from Jersey. Once again, the final score today, it's the Patriots 9 and the Revs 4. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the spring training finale right here on Revs TV on WOYK YouTube.
Thank you for listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager, Mark Mason, every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out 98.9 WOYK.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. York Revolution Baseball all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.